Hi, Calvin. I was just getting ready to do a pineal video, and I pushed record, and lo and behold, Travis is here. And I do remember that I did tell you that I do another reading for you, and I will. Thank you, because my dad needs his jets cooled. Andrea, you're very cool. You can cool my dad. My words. My dad needs to drink like he does a milkshake. Smooth and easy going down. Nice and chill. Pops. Andrea, I want you to witness my dad drinking a milkshake. Promise me that you will. Okay. He's going to have to provide the milkshake. Andrea, my dad will provide a milkshake. I overheard you telling Donnie that my dad invited you to dinner. That's the perfect time to have milkshakes. Don't worry, he'll have room for dessert. So, gosh, Travis, be nice. I love my dad. Don't ever take anything I say as I don't love my dad. I love my dad. His pain, I do receive. The pain that my dad is suffering. If only he knew, Andrea, what you do. For all of those mourning the losses of loved ones in the world today, they're surrounded by their past loved ones and none of them know it. And their pain continues. Dad, life is so much more freer than that. We play. In spirit, we play. As we should have played in life. For we can return over and over and over again, Dad, and we do. Sometimes we play. Dad, whether you play or not, my spirit is around you. The Holy Spirit, my spirit, is faithful to your spirit in every lifetime, Dad. Not leaving any more than your spirit would leave me. I'm sorry, Travis. Andrea, pause this for a second. Okay, I'm going to pause. And my higher awareness, my higher self was just telling me, Andrea, Calvin, when Andrea is repeating what your son is saying, in her mind, she's saying this is too dramatic or too calm for Travis. And she starts questioning if it's him and why is he doing this? Or Andrea, I'm here to tell Andrea to back out of that. Back off. Simply let Travis flow. His dad is to receive this message, not you. And as you said in the beginning, that nobody's going to understand it but his father anyway. Being the relationship is that close. and an understanding of knowing each other is there, Andrea. Calvin, Andrea is very new as a medium, though her intention is always sincere. Please allow room for error. Okay, are we done? It's like, where's the ruler? Slap my hand. Right now I'm feeling Calvin, what Andrea is feeling right now is Travis's concern for you. His invisibility is playing a strong factor in you not receiving his presence. Here's your son. We're going to bring Travis back. Thank you. You're welcome, Andrea. Dad, to the truest form of your son, of who I am, who you have always known me to be, I am with you. I will fail not to remain with you. Not out of duty, not out of obligation, not out of remorse. Dad, out of sheer will and love for you, freely do I remain close to you. Dad, if you knew my heart through my mouth or beyond my mouth, you would see that it is so much like yours. Our love for things are the same. Our values for the things that we love are the same. Your love for me as my father, as my dad, is the same as my love for you. Even through the storms, Dad, that calming, secure, stable nature of my father and his heart allowed mine to become the same. There is not an evil eye to ever look upon your heart or mine and find a place where love, and find a place where love does not exist. These evil eyes, Dad, you stomp out as if a fire or coals of the fire. Your duty I'm sorry, Travis. Dad, we've got Andrea in a emotional bind. She'll follow through. Won't you, Andrea? Yes, Travis, I will. Dad, I can't see you ever being unhappy. My heart is full of sorrow for your pain. Pain that I put there, although not of my choosing. It's spilt milk. There's nothing that can be taken back, Dad. You can wipe it up, you can throw away the glass, you can make it look like milk never spilt, but Dad, that amount of milk is still gone. Your glass of milk is still gone. I understand that. Dad, I got all these 1-800 numbers. That's because I filled out some stupid form like an asshole. Sorry. Dad, you made dinner. Is that what you said, Travis? I was telling my dad that when he made dinner, he made it in hopes that we'd all be there to eat it. And yet when one would fail to show, the disappointment or the sorrow in his heart, he held valiantly. He guarded those that showed for dinner from the expression of his disappointment. Dad, it is me. The gifts of the divine do appear, Dad. Right now, Calvin, I'm taking a breath and I'm trying to take my thoughts out and allow him to come in. It's kind of jumbled right now, so pardon me. Dad, you're mistaking my death for finality. For an eternal place in the ground or gone. Dad, it's your number one mistake. Do not mistake me being gone for me being dead. Death is a hoax, a farce. Andrea knows. There are some that can see. Whether you see me or not, Dad, I know that within your heart there is a valve, a chamber that bleeds only for me. And I receive that blood from that chamber because you've got it connected to me. because you know somewhere in there that I am still with you. That chamber, that valve would not bleed for me if you believed I was gone. Andrea, my dad will sense this an understanding of what I'm saying. Although there may be a little dust on the bottle by the time it does register into one of those deep veins. Make no mistake, my dad will get it. He loved pasta. My dad, he loves pasta. I can't think of a meal that we ever ate that he cooked that wasn't pasta or didn't have pasta in it. Andrea, he's the pasta king. I'm sorry, Travis. I'm sorry, I can only hear a little bit of that. Travis, speak up a little bit. Andrea, he's saying something, and my dad loved underwater. Andrea, that's right. He loved being under the water. Like Travis, like what? Like he held his breath, or? My dad could have been a sea captain. He loved the water so much. No fear of under the water. I'm not sure. Dad, I'm going to fill a vat, a 5 to 10 gallon vat, a big clay vat, like on the old ships that would carry, the cargo ships that would carry wine, and I'm going to fill it with walnuts. And together, me and Andrew are lifting it right now, and we are going to pour it all over your lap and bury you to the waist in walnuts. If you don't have a nutcracker, Dad, just hit it upside your forehead. Dad, what remains to be done is your cracking of your heart wide open. You're allowing me to be free within you and very much alive. My dad, the nutcracker, he says your forehead, you're so stubborn, you're so hard to get through to, that you could crack walnuts on your head without leaving a mark. The whole vat of them. My father does kneel, and I will give him that. I am with you, Dad, kneeling or not. He's saying, go ahead, Travis. My dad's issues are the same as they always were. He can't let go. He grabs hold of something as if a hook, like a fish hook, with the barb at the end of it, that once he's grabbed hold of it, Unless he absolutely cuts that hook or the whole line altogether, he's not going to separate from it. He's now, I'm hearing my dad's steak is in the middle. It's raw in the middle, or it's frozen in the middle, or it's in the middle of the fridge, or something about a steak in the middle. Andrea, the middle way in which he cooks it, like medium. He likes it medium, but a little on the rare side, like I do. Not as much as you do, Andrea. A little bit more towards the well. Okay? His porterhouse is a man's steak. His attention to the detail while that porterhouse is on the grill is a sight to see. Dad, invite them over, cook them a steak. Andrea, you'll make milkshakes if Dad's providing the ice cream. This is stupid. My dad's porterhouse is to die for. Travis, I'm sorry, when it comes to details, it makes me scared. So, for both of you, Travis, state your intention. My intention is only to see that my dad knows that it's me. The porterhouse is a ringer. So now you can cut the hook, Dad. Rip that fucker out of your gills. I don't want no hook in my dad, hurting him inside. I don't want you to throw it on the shore or the beach either, where some animal will get it wrapped around its foot. Cut it to pieces, Dad. Like the walnut shells fall into pieces. Stop harming my dad with my death. Start treating the ladies to porterhouse. Stupid. I love you, Travis. She is a little thin, Dad. Stop. He's just playing. I am joking, Dad. I'm just playing. Who am I to make matchmaker? I made a mess of things in my pairings. God, I love that girl, he says. I was never going to leave her, Dad. She's closer to knowing that I'm there in spirit than you are, Dad. The value in that is her ability to release some of the pain. The ability to realize that not all is lost. She knows there's a part of me that's still there, Dad. Andrea's assumption, Dad, is that you need more. That it's going to take a wall to fall on you. It's going to take me coming out of thin air and squeezing you until your ribs break for you to acknowledge that I'm not dead. Dad, life is a gift. It's still upon you. You're still in the receipt of the gift of life, Dad. Don't throw it back. Don't be rude. Continue to receive the gift of life that you've been handed, Dad. Accept it with grace. Find joy in your heart where you never thought it could be. Dig up the old dirt, Dad, and replace it with some new soil. I'm not going anywhere. You can't change the past, Dad. But you can change how you feel about the present. Presently, I am with you, Dad. Presently, we have been given a way in which I can bring you message. This is seldom. Find bliss in it. Find romance in spirit, Dad. Your heart is so full of love, and it's bursting to come out. Crack the walnut. You're afraid to open your heart because you don't want it to bleed all over other people. You don't want anyone to see that you're bleeding inside. Bleed on them, Dad. Have a party in my blood. Finger paint with my blood on the walls. Write my name 1,000 times if you want. No matter how many times you write my name in your blood, it's not going to change the fact that I am with you right now as your blood pumps through your heart. Our nature as relatives, as being related, is no accident, Dad. For in spirit we also exchange or take on, receive genes to our liking, to our pairing. We pair, Dad. As I would have gotten older, Dad, you would have seen so much of you in me. I regret that you missed seeing that. Dad, I took nothing you said or did to no small affair. I joked. I made light of it. I laughed it off. It chiseled its way deep, deep, deep into the gold veins within my heart. Andrea is noticing that I'm getting emotional because the riddles start, or the poetry starts, or the melancholy. Andrea, it doesn't mean it's not me. It's still Travis. I'm just having a heart to heart with my dad. Something we seldom, if ever, allowed ourselves to do. Dad, take a victory stand for a job well done, for modeling as both a human being, a man, a father, a husband. and a son. And everything else you are, Dad. Allow yourself to stand and be recognized for the man that you are, the spirit of love that you are, that you have. And I'm seeing like a chambered, like I'm seeing like a iron chest that's down at the bottom of the ocean with chains all over it. Like it's the Kraken and you don't want it released. Dad, your heart is too big. It's too full. It's too, it brings too much joy and light to others for you to seal it up because you think I'm gone. Dad, don't fill your whole heart with the death of me. Your heart had plenty of room before my death for others. Don't allow your painful blood over my death to flood the chambers where everyone else resides. Put me in a locket. A solid gold one if you want. I prefer that you did. Wear me around your neck on top of your chest rather than fill it, flood it with the painful feelings of my death. Andrea, the porterhouse. He shall deliver to you on a plate. He'll give you a knife, but you won't use it. If you don't pick it up and eat it with your hands because it's that good. Dad, don't be chintzy on your skills as a cook. What I mean by that, Dad, is allow them to watch you cook. So that Andrea can get a sense also that what she's receiving is real. I value you, Dad. I value your life. I value everything you've ever done. I'm aware of everything you've ever done, Dad.